Hi and welcome to our Go Big or Go Niche Masterclass series. Now today we're going to focus in on something that I'm truly passionate and focused on at the moment as my strategy, which is focusing on taking on blocks of apartments and also looking at acquiring hotels and bed and breakfasts and guest houses within the UK. Now this is something, as I said, that I have a true passion for, and it's my main strategy at the moment. And I want to share with you, if we're talking about going big, then how you can also do this too. It literally is a mindset shift. Now you may decide to go niche with this, and you may decide to have a, shall we say, a collection of single buy-to-lets, and you're running those as serviced accommodation through Booking.com and Airbnb and different platforms like that. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And I congratulate you on creating a nice boutique collection of single let units. That's absolutely fine. And you may decide to niche that and continue to build upon that within your local area. And that's fantastic. You may decide that you want to go big, and you may be saying to yourself, well, actually, now we've got a few units up and running and we're systemizing the business slightly and we've got a small team of people that are helping us. Now we want to go bigger. Now we want to be looking at taking on blocks ourselves, or maybe we want to be looking at acquiring our own bed and breakfast, our own boutique hotel to be able to run our systems through. And so this is really just sharing with you the opportunity that is around that. So the opportunity at the moment is huge, as we know. We're in a really, really uncertain time at the moment with Brexit, and we don't know what's going to be happening over the next year. But what we do know is that there are a number of developments taking place up and down the country, and these developers need to sell their units, and they are struggling to sell. We also know at the moment that money is still quite cheap. So there's a really nice fit here, whereas if you can position yourself to be able to go to a developer and be able to say to them that you can take over, it could be a floor, it could be a block, if it's like a block of 12 units, and you take over that block from that developer, you'll guarantee the rent to them on a monthly basis. And that gives them the opportunity then to, and you're going to sign up, say, for a 5-year lease contract with that particular developer. That gives the developer then a great opportunity to be able to go to their commercial finance company and be able to refinance on that development project. So yes, they are building and they're holding on to it as in like a build to rent type scheme. But what that enables them to do is it means that they can sit tight, they can pull their cash back out. Okay, they may have their profit sitting in the building, they may not be able to release that, but what they do know is that they've got a really nice covenant from you where you're guaranteeing the rent to them on a monthly basis for up to a 5-year period. So for the developer's perspective, they're happy that they've got that guaranteed rent coming in each month. They're being able to re-release their cash back out so they can move on to the next development, and it gives you the opportunity now to be able to have your own block that you can now manage. Now, the challenge with that is you may have to find a deposit to be able to put down on that block. The developer could be looking at you and looking at what sort of experience that you have. So these are challenges that you need to be thinking of. Now, each one of these challenges, there's going to be a solution, but these are the challenges that you need to be thinking of. You may decide to be partnering with somebody that has a lot of experience that can give you that track record that you need. And that may be something that, from a solution perspective, that could help you secure that particular deal with that developer. So that may be something you may be thinking about. So don't think to yourself, just because you've got, say, 3 or 4 buy-to-let properties or a few properties that you're doing on a rent-to-rent basis, that you can't think about the blocks, because you absolutely can. If you want to go big with this business, then you absolutely can focus on that. Now, where do you find these blocks? Where do you find these developers? You're going to see them if you walk the streets. You're going to see pubs being converted. You're going to see developments taking place on the corners of potential building plots and what have you. You can approach local planning and look at the planning portal to see what developments are taking place. That's a great way to be able to contact these developers directly. And again, build up that relationship with them. That's what I recommend to do. Go and share with them what you do. Okay, try and find out a bit more about what they're trying to do. They may even package you up, and I've had this happen before. They package you up where you're guaranteeing the rent, and then they will then sell you on to their investor. So their investor that's going to be buying the property knows that they're getting a guaranteed rent, which is coming from you. And that's quite a nice, attractive proposition to some developers to be able to offer to their investors, especially if they are international investors that are coming in and buying these places pretty much for cash. So that could work quite well for you. And then if we look at hotels, now there's huge opportunity. You know, the success of Airbnb and Booking.com, there's more and more people that are setting up their sort of single 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom or small houses. And this is really having a big effect on the bed and breakfast and guest house market. So there's a good opportunity here to go in and acquire these properties and to be able to run them on either on a room by room basis or as a whole house, as a collective, out to say contractors or corporates within the marketplace. Now, there's a whole range of things you need to be thinking about when you're talking about looking at purchasing hotels. Again, the big thing that I really recommend to you is that you absolutely focus and make sure you have the right team of people that are working with you. Because if you're going to have to raise commercial finance, then the first thing that the lender's going to be looking at is what experience do you have in this sector. We're talking about a hospitality sector here. So you do need to be able to make sure that you can prove that you have a track record, or that potentially you could be working alongside someone that does have that track record and they can help you along those lines. But there's a huge opportunity. The marketplace is changing. It's changing at a very rapid rate. You know, we're now starting to talk about AI, artificial intelligence, coming in to the whole booking process that will kind of find our guests for us that want to come in and stay in our properties. And that's absolutely going to streamline things and revolutionize the way that guests book and the way that we receive bookings in the future. I do believe, and this is my opinion, that Booking.com and Airbnb, it's going to be interesting to see where these guys go over the coming years, because I do believe that Amazon Travel, Google Travel is going to start to really come into this space now, using the data that they have and that they can collect from all of us on a day-to-day basis, and being able to offer that out as a travel product. We want to make sure we've got the best products to be able to offer to these different platforms, and that's why I'm suggesting that the time is perfect now for looking at blocks of apartments and acquiring those on a rental basis, working with developers or portfolio landlords that own a lot of property and may have refinanced over the years, pulling cash out of those properties, and now they're in a situation where, you know, they really have quite high mortgages on these properties. So them running these properties, or you running these properties on their behalf and managing their properties as serviced accommodation, could be a really attractive proposition to them. It means that they can obviously take advantage of Section 24, so they're able to claim back their mortgage interest relief if they've got them on a buy-to-let basis, and it also means that they can take advantage of capital allowances as well. So there's some great opportunity around acquiring blocks, acquiring hotels, or even if you want to go niche and you want to focus much more in creating a small collection of boutique buy-to-let type properties, that can definitely work as well. So there's great opportunity out there right now. What I'd love to offer you right now, as we come to a close on this masterclass, I'm talking about go big and go niche, is a free strategy session. I would love you to connect with me. You can message me, you can email me on lee@leepemberton.com. I would love to know what your strategy is for the rest of this year, and I'd love to really understand how you are going to either be going big or how you're going to be going niche on your business, on your service accommodation, hotel, hospitality business. This is what I focus on with my mentors on a day-to-day basis. We have a new program that's going to be starting in the coming months. We have some huge free bonuses now. If that's of interest to you, then let's have a call. Let me share with you exactly how we can work together. But more importantly, let me understand what your strategy is for the rest of 2019. Are you going to be going big, or are you going to be going niche with your business? Let's connect. Message me. Email me at lee@leepemberton.com, and let's look at how we can together develop your business over the coming months. Thanks for listening.